All right, welcome back to PlanetGenX Reacts to Picard, Episode 10, The Last Generation.
The finale.
It is the finale. I'm so used to hearing the next generation. It's so weird hearing the last generation. Odd. What the hell? Hold on. Damn. Things are going crazy here, man. Jeez, okay, there we go. That's better.
There you go.
Ugh. So yes, Picard, The Last Generation. Where to begin? The Enterprise D is just looking incredible. Did you notice it was in the intro now and not the Titan at the very beginning? They had like a little Borg thing going on too.
Mm-hmm.
President Chekhov.
Yeah, I had that same reaction.
Anton Chekhov, though, not Pavel Chekhov. This is his
Pavel.
son. Yeah.
Right.
And not the author.
He did reference his father at one point.
Yeah. Not the author Chekhov. That would be weird, wouldn't it? He'd be way out of time. That was pretty cool. Just giving him a little shout out, chance to be involved.
Yeah. It's more fan service, right?
Absolutely. We love the fan service. I love the super close detail on the Enterprise D when they come right by it. Man, those are shots that we couldn't get before. Just the amount of detail that they put in the model and everything else. It just looked... I really liked it.
Could have used a little more interaction with the computer in this one for me, you know?
I can understand. I was happy that they gave her a couple of little nice nods, and we'll get to that at the end.
Yeah.
Riker said. Worf wants a threesome, and I'll make a threesome.
That was just, that's one of those things where Will just stood out, right? Jonathan, it was just like, do you even hear yourself? The delivery of that line was just perfect.
I know, but the two of them, the whole season, have had great dynamics between the two of them. Great lines, just picking at each other. It just shows the love they have for each other in real life and as characters. It comes across so well. I love it, and they're funny. They're very funny. The shit they come up with. I mean, the stuff Riker says has just been hilarious. And Worf.
So, I do have a quick question.
Yes.
I don't recall anything. I'm going through it in my head again. But I don't recall anything that was kind of a callback to 12 Monkeys.
Nothing that I can think of.
Okay.
Yeah. But again, I'm not like the authority on it, but I can't think of any. No,
I kept waiting for that final pull-out shot that they gave to like do the 12 Monkeys face.
Yeah. They probably should have tried to squeeze that in there somewhere, like the little logo. That'd been pretty funny.
Yeah.
Data doesn't have rank, so he's not going to be. He's going to be. This is like Geordi's second time in the chair. So like normally we're used to Data being in the being the second in command after Will. So yeah, Geordi was in it in the first season, way back in the day. He got a chance to sit in the big chair, so it's been quite a while for him.
Mm-hmm.
Man, let's see here.
Well, seeing as how we're going to be wrapping up everything, I did want to make a comment of how great the casting was for Sydney. You know, you were probably not alone in thinking that, that was LeVar's true daughter. And that was just excellent casting, in my opinion.
Yeah. I think the other one is, though.
It is. Mika is his real-life daughter.
Oh, man. I can't hardly read my damn writing. It's giving me a hard time. Well, I'll just say, I'm just going to go, screw that. I'm going to go off my memory. We watched it earlier today. And I gotta say, I'm just gonna give you my honest reaction. The show was incredible. Especially when we're sitting there doing reactions to like The Mandalorian. The two are night and day as far as the quality of story that you got. And overall, it was fan service after fan service after fan service, but still told a cohesive story. Tied up a lot of loose ends of stuff that they didn't have to tie up. There's some nice little things in there. Giving nods to people who aren't with us anymore, like Majel. You talk about the computer voice. Riker's little line there at the end about, I miss that voice, or something like that. Just great, Yeah, I miss it too. I think that we all kind of feel that way in a way. We miss Magel's computer voice.
It was kind of a model for a lot of androids that came after, right? Or the pattern of speech.
Yeah, just like Siri and stuff like that. The AI voices. Definitely. I mean, we've all grew up hearing that kind of sound. So if it ever came around like that, and it is like that, we don't say computer. We say, Siri, or something like that, or what? I don't even know what the Cortana. Watch her pop up now. I think I don't have that shit turned on. I used to mess with it. It's pretty cool. Anyway, it's neither here nor there. There were some great moments. Alice Creed, loved having her back. We knew she was the voice. She looked rough as the Borg Queen. It looked pretty bad, but I was happy. As far as I can tell,
it was just her voice, right?
No, that was her.
That was her, really?
Yeah,
because they say in the credits, voice of. So I didn't know. I figured it was just somebody in like.
Oh well, according to IMDb, I mean, like unless they're just counting that as the voice, I mean, like that. I guess it's her. I mean, like the person in there is of an older persuasion, so
right, but it's covered up with a lot of makeup.
It is. I don't know, but if it isn't her, who cares? I'll just pretend like it is. I enjoyed it. It was her voice anyway, and I liked having Alice as the Borg Queen, especially since we lost that girl last year. It was sad. She was a good Borg Queen too. That girl.
One of my major issues I have with the episode was with the voice modulation, though.
Oh yeah, didn't work for you.
I wanted more. I wanted more of her.
Yeah, it wasn't there. It wasn't there for even Jack as much. It was very, very subdued. There were things I didn't like a plot device to let Troy seek out their destination. That would have never been allowed on the TV show because it would have been too easy to use. And that's obviously why they always watered down Troy's abilities. They always say, "Well, she's half Beta Z. She's not full Beta Z." So I had an issue with that, but I don't care because it saved them. Everybody went home alive. I enjoyed seeing Shaw. We got to see the side of him before he even changed. Before we, think he made a change about 7. It had already happened. He had already shown his respect towards us. It was awesome that she got the captain chair of what we believe is a Titan at first, but then come out to find out that it's actually the Enterprise G now is awesome.
Also, during that previous scene, we got to see Tuvok. I said Tukov. Tuvok.
That's crazy. Tuvok. I am Tuvok.
Yeah, it's good to see him again.
Yeah, it was, and not being all shapeshifter-esque. And then having a little thing with 7 there and not allowing her to quit. It was great. And of course, we're getting seated up for Star Trek Legacy, which has not been greenlit yet.
Right. Please
show your support for Star Trek Legacy because we want that to happen for sure. Another show, another Enterprise-based show. I think we really need that. It makes sense. The Titan was a Neo-Constitution class, so it follows that it should be. I think they knew they were going to do that, and the Enterprise F is being mothballed, so it works out. I'm trying to think of anything else that really stood out. There's just a lot of great one-liners. Data was great in his different emotions. His limerick. I always wanted to finish that limerick at the woman from Venus.
There was the lady from Venus, right? I did like the kind of callbacks to Locutus that they did with Picard's son.
Yeah, looking just like
obviously had the laser on the side, right?
Yeah, I mentioned that in my notes too. That yeah, it was great that they kept it in the family there and made him look similar, very similar.
I did really expect to see the laser hit the camera lens, though, right?
That would have been cool. Yeah,
yeah,
that would have definitely been cool. Anything else that stood out that was really cool? Oh well, Q, duh, just getting Q
obviously
back and listen. If they don't greenlight the show, they're just fools. We know they're going to do it. So Star Trek Legacy it looks like it's going to be awesome. Having Jack, Seven, Raffi. I'm hoping that I kind of doubt we're going to get Patrick Stewart. We might get him once in a blue moon, maybe on a video screen or something. But I'm hoping that we'll still get access to the TNG crew here and there, some cameos. Yeah. It'd be nice. I wouldn't mind seeing Dorn as more of a guest star role where he's there quite often. Mm-hmm. All of them really, but just seeing him in there more would be cool. It stands to be a great show, and overall, I'm very pleased.
Yeah, I was overall pretty happy with it, but again, I just can't get enough of Frakes, man. He just did such a great job on the show, in my opinion. All of his delivery, everything, like the way they blocked him and everything, it was just really good for him.
Yeah,
you know, it's something I really don't feel like he got the opportunity to present in the previous roles.
Yeah, no doubt, you're right. Yeah, and he came back and was the glue that held the crew together, like he always was. It was great, and you feel like that's on set as well as in their character as well. They obviously care for each other a great deal in real life, and it shows. You don't come across that very often.
Yeah,
something. There was quite a few tears shed for me. Certain scenes, man, just because, just thinking about growing up with those people. My whole life has been Next Generation. It's been Star Trek, the original series, but the Next Generation was ours. That was Generation X's. That's why it was called the Next Generation. It was ours.
Yeah.
Just to see those people still doing it, see the Enterprise D, all its glory, with carpet, just fantastic.
And of course, we had to close with them playing poker. How else would you close it, right?
Exactly. Yeah, and Worf losing as he always does. And this time, except in All Good Things, we didn't see any outcome, but we see Picard actually win. So that was awesome. Right. He won it all. Just great. I mean, just all kinds of different stuff to see. Just go look. Just go watch it over and over again. You'll find something new every time. Like when they're at the museum, go look at all the different ships that are there. There's a great shot, approaching shot. Out there dollying in on. And you can pause it and just sit there and look at all the great stuff. Make you think about the good old days. And man, I'm really happy the way Star Trek's blossoming, like the Star Wars stuff, and really getting to where they'll have 24/7 Star Trek eventually, I guess. Maybe that'll get dull, but right now it seems pretty cool.
As I've said before, I am looking forward to Strange New Worlds. That's going to be
fantastic.
I really want to watch. Legacy has the potential to be really good. We'll see what happens.
I hope if they stick to that serialized formula and only do occasional, 2-story arcs or whatever, 3-story arcs, I think they can really stick with it, especially if Terry Matalas stays with it as showrunner. That would be.
I think he did a great job.
He did, and he's old school Star Trek, so we want him there. We don't want. I mean, new faces are great, but those new faces have to learn from people, in my opinion, that worked on the old show.
Right.
I'm a little biased there. We've seen what people can do that don't have anything to do with the show previously, and I just didn't care for it. Kelvin Universe. But anyway, I think that's great. Looking forward to seeing what comes with the Legacy stuff, like you said. And I can honestly say I'm happy we're going to get a break from these reactions for a while, so we can just concentrate on the podcast. I am videoed out. I do all the editing on a weekend. My weekends are shot when we're doing 2 and 3 videos It's fun, but busy. So
Yeah.
we thank you so much, guys, for watching these reaction videos, and we hope you enjoy them. Please leave us a comment. Please
Appreciate it, as
subscribe.
always.
Please like. We need more algorithm love. We need more subscribers. And just drop us a line. Let us know what you think. Let us know how we can change things. Maybe for the better. Maybe for the worse. Whatever you like. If you like it worse, we'll do it dirty. We go dirty. Yeah, we'll get real dirty. We like it rough. But anyway, thank you so much. We'll see you on the flip side. Bye now.